So Calivia, 1991. I ask all of you to forgive me for whatever I have done to upset you. Hello everyone, my name is Mama Prosper Irene, and I'm here with another book summary. We're still continuing our series on the book Wounded by Love, and we are in the 7th episode of this series. My dear spiritual children, now while I am still of sound mind, I wish to give you some advice. From the time I was a little boy, I was given to sins, and when my mother sent me to watch the flock on the hillside, my father had gone to America to work because we were poor. While I was looking after the animals, I read syllable by syllable the life of St. John the Hot Dweller, and I fell in love with St. John. And as a young boy that I was, 12 or 15 years old, I can't recall exactly, I prayed intensely, and wanting to imitate St. John with great effort, I left my parents and came to Castle Calivia on the Holy Mountain and placed myself in obedience to two elders. They were brothers, Pantaleon and Ionicus. It happened that they were very devout and virtuous, and I loved them very much. And so, with their prayers, I was utterly obedient to them. This helped me immensely. I also felt a great love for God. My time on the Holy Mountain passed very well, but by God's disposition for my sins, I became very ill, and my elders told me to go to my parents in the village, Agios Iona in Evia. And while from time to time I was a little boy, I had committed many sins. When I returned to the world, I continued to commit sins, which up to the present time have become very many. People, however, looked on me favorably and all proclaimed that I am a saint. But I fe- and all proclaim that I am a saint. But I feel that I am the most sinful person in the world. Of course, I have confessed as many sins as I could remember, and I know that for those that I have confessed, God has granted me forgiveness. But now I have a sense that my known sins, but now I have a sense that my spiritual sins are also very many. And I ask for all of you who have known me to pray for me, because when I was alive, very humbly, I prayed for you. But now that I am going to leave for heaven, I have the sense that God is going to say to me, "What do you want here?" I have only one thing to say to him: I am not worthy, Lord, to be here, but do for me whatever your love wishes. What will happen hereafter, I don't know. I desire, however, for God's love to do its work, and I pray for my spiritual children to love God, who is everything, so that He may grant us to enter into His earthly, uncreated church, because we need to start from here. I always attempted to pray and read the hymns of the church, holy scriptures, and the lives of the saints, and I pray that you do the same. I ask all of you to forgive me for whatever I have done to upset you. Priest Monk Porphyrios, in Castle Calivia on the 4th and 17th June 1991. Elder Porphyrios, sensing that his life was approaching its end, went to the Holy Mountain in 1991, where on the 2nd of December he fell asleep in the Lord in his hermitage of St. John, Castle Calivia. This letter, which he left as a spiritual testament, was dictated to one of the monks there. The dual dating refers to the old Julian calendar date and the second to the new Gregorian calendar date. And here ends the life of Elder Porphyrios. Now that we're done with this first part of the book, the next part of the book is going to be about the advices and the teachings that Elder Porphyrios had given in the time that he was alive. And that is what we're going to be going into in our next episodes on this same series, Wounded by Love. Thank you so much for staying with me till the end of today's summary. For questions, suggestions, and the written form of the summary, you could reach us at Christian Book Summaries 1 at gmail.com. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. God bless you, and see you in the next episodes.